Uh-oh. You've discovered what might be bedbugs in your rented apartment or house. How did this happen? What should you do? Bedbugs are a common pest that live anywhere people live. They are very hard to get rid of, and the cost of extermination is a common cause of disagreement between landlords and tenants. Landlord's obligations. If you discover bedbugs in your unit, it's important to notify your landlord quickly. Everyone will be better off if you work together to get rid of the bedbugs as quickly as possible. Once the landlord knows there are bedbugs in the building, she should take reasonable steps to get rid of the bedbugs. Reasonable steps means using professional exterminators, not just a can of bug spray. Tenant obligations. First, the tenant has an obligation not to bring bedbugs into the building and to keep the place uncluttered enough to allow for effective treatment. Once a tenant knows there are bedbugs in the building, they have to notify the landlord. Hiding the bedbugs from the landlord is not going to fix the problem for anyone. It may even cause the bedbugs to spread and make it much harder for you to win a case if you end up in court. It's often impossible to determine how bedbugs got to the unit. Both landlord and tenant are going to be part of the solution, and both are likely to spend some money in the process. Who pays? Who pays depends on whether anyone did anything wrong. Sometimes bedbugs appear and it's no one's fault. In that case, the landlord will have to pay for treatment. You will have to pay for replacement of your stuff. Suppose your neighbor tells the landlord, but the landlord didn't take appropriate steps to treat the bedbugs or tell other tenants. You may be able to sue the landlord. Suppose the landlord knew the building had bedbugs before you moved in and didn't tell you about them. You may be able to sue the landlord. But if no one did anything wrong, then there's no one you can force to pay for the damage. What do you do if your landlord does nothing to deal with bedbugs? If the landlord does not take prompt steps to get rid of the bedbugs, contact your local building or housing code enforcement office and report the problem to your local health department. In this situation, you may be able to move out with no further obligation to pay rent. In some cases, you may be able to sue the landlord for money damages, but you will have to prove that 1. You didn't bring the bedbugs into the building, and 2. The landlord failed to take reasonable steps to treat the bedbugs, and 3. You suffered damage from the bedbugs after the landlord failed to take reasonable steps. A final note: if you do move out, make sure you don't bring the bedbugs with you to your next place. For more information, please get in touch with Legal Aid of West Virginia.